Hello and welcome back everybody, this is Mystic Games. Today we're going to be talking the Kingdom of the Lion. I was going to say Lion Clan, but they're really not a clan, they're more of a kingdom. So this clan, or this kingdom I should say, is more based around like Europe instead of being Viking and Norse. So interesting idea that they brought into the game. They kind of went back to making more clan-focused factions, which makes sense for balancing reasons. Generally, each clan, as you guys probably know at this point in this game, and each kingdom, they're very similar in gameplay. And then they have each kind of have unique features and talents that make them slightly different, which is something that's good, and it's also bad about the game in my opinion. There's not what I would consider a ton of variance, but there's enough to keep it interesting, I would say, most of the time. Anyways, we're going to talk about the Kingdom of the Lion today. They are a military clan, mostly based around faith, which is essentially their lore. So they have zones with military camps gain +1 livability, which is important for their workers. +2 once the camp is upgraded. So upgraded camps give a +2, and unupgraded military camps gain a +1. Killing foes generates faith. If we'll actually call her a lord here because she's definitely a lord, takes part in the fight. Military units can be recruited using faith instead of crowns. Cost in faith is reduced with each unlocked knowledge. So that's interesting. You can essentially have a military built off of faith. We're talking crusades here. So we have religious processions, which is feast cost 3% less for each acquired knowledge in battle. Each military camp in a zone with prosperity gives a 5% attack bonus to the associated units. Prosperity is like when you have everything being worked on. So you pretty much all your building slots are being worked on and generally specialized. Rise of the 12 Peers, you can evolve monks into paladins for a cost of faith. Paladins can be assigned a relic and carry it with them, including into enemy territory. Relics require no building slot. So then you have the special relic, the Lance of Longinus. Clan units who have died within the Lance's zone can be revived in exchange for faith. They have special tech, they have steelwork. Each military building in the zone with a smithy provides a 5% defense bonus, so essentially a buff to defenses. You have the Ost, your next century camp upgrade is free, your military experience gains are increased by 15. Marchfield, military upgrades take 50% less time to forge, and their effects trigger more often. And then you have Chanson de Geste. Killing mystical creatures generates faith. And then we have miraculous healing. Allied religious buildings slowly heal nearby units. So that's a nice little buff. You have Vow of Chastity. The food consumption of your units is reduced by 20%. No wood reduction here. You have livability is increased by 1 in all zones, so more workers. And then immediately receive 10 stone, 10 iron, and 100 crowns. So a little bit less on the stone and iron, but you get crowns. And then this is your faith victory lore slot thing here. Anyways, we're gonna jump into here. I actually haven't played the two kingdom clans in a minute, so this should be interesting. We have our normal allies, our normal enemy at the boar. Let's see what map we get here. Hopefully something nice. Almost ready. Are we? Are we almost ready? Alright, let's see here. Pathfinder, which is essentially your scout camp. House. We also have a tavern, which is like your happiness. You have food, which is foraging post, lumber camp, mart, and their buildings are a little bit different. And they produce food differently than other clans. So food is important with this clan. Upgrading is important with this clan, in my opinion. Or this kingdom, I should say. Like, any kingdom faction, it's just a very different play style. So we'll see how I do, because I feel like I'm not min-maxing right now very well. This is our food tile. Hopefully we have a... Interesting. Why was I so zoomed in there? The game just did something weird where it made me like reset everything too, which is different than normal. Right, you guys are gonna go back. This is the special building for them, by the way, so you guys can see it up close. Of course, the guy that's on the wood I pull off to So the peasants like don't consume food in the same way as other factions do. But the issue is they don't. You need to like, how am I trying to explain this? You need to not put too many on. You have to have them on food. If you don't have enough people on food, you're just not going to work. So like, for example, I have 3 people on food right now, even though my building isn't upgraded. It doesn't matter if my building is upgraded to have as many people, as long as the livability space here is usable, then they can be here. So right now I'm using all my space to produce food. The issue is that can be a little bit harder to manage the resources you have. Like I can put him on here, now we have another guy on wood, so I have 3 woodcutters. But I also have less food being produced. So you kind of want to specialize your people on what you're working on, because if you don't have enough food, you'll be in trouble later. We'll go with that. That was kind of a waste of time by doing it that way. We probably need to build a sentry camp here as well. That will be all our buildings for this zone. The military camp doesn't work the same way as... It doesn't work the same way as other buildings do for the livability here. It will have its own warband still, which is nice, because you would be in big trouble if you had to actually go off livability for your army. It's supported by the whole faction instead of a territory, which every other thing is territory focused. So we need to get this up so we can take another zone, so we can get a mart up. These guys don't heal the same either. So they have monasteries that heal, so it actually takes you some time to get healing. So like now I have an injured guy. This actually helps with crowns as well. The ruined stone, you get faith and crowns from it, so building a mart here would actually be helpful. The issue is, well, actually I can probably do that. I can just use this zone, right? I need another. Like pretty much militia over here is what this is. trying to think about the best way of going about this. I feel like just get everybody injured here. Super helpful to do. Lords become more powerful. I normally actually don't take this tree with these guys. I like military bases with them. Alright, we need to... Honestly, we need a bunch of stuff right now. How do I want to go about this? Probably a mart. Due to the fact that the stone is there. So as you can see, it says Norse clans use the stone. We don't use the stone the same way. We're going to start putting people on the mart. The mart can be upgraded in 2 different ways. So you can either make a outlet or fairgrounds, which the fairgrounds is essentially your trading post, and the retail outlet is where you buy resources. So it's more like the, I think it's actually the marketplace. He's healing up. Send him back. Put him over here. We do want to start... We need to build another food thing because we eventually want to take some of our people from here to turn them into miners. Which is important to get this up so we get it out of the way to make them food. Which I will be doing shortly. The thing is, peasants don't work the same way. It's really weird how food works. Like, once you upgrade this building, you have to pick a specialization. And it's like peasants who turn food into, or harvest food that is abundant during the summer yields. And then you have like your mediocre things that turns them into hunters, anglers. So you're like, to actually get the specialization for the food, you actually have to upgrade the food with these kingdoms instead of just kind of having them. It's like a weird situation. I'm not a big fan of the kingdom clans. Like, it's just a very different way of playing, I guess. I've never really been fond of them. Build a house here. And I also like the stoat more than I like the lion, personally. Let's get another house up and going. We gotta start getting, kind of stabilizing our society here, because I need to get happiness built up over here, which means I need more money. Lovely, we're under attack. For normal. Yep. You'll regenerate. We're losing a little bit of crowns here, but that's fine. We're going to sacrifice some money for more mining. Now we're just in the... I like how it's just scraping food out of the snow. It's like, there you go. Funny animations. You should be on probably money. I will show you guys the Lord building. we will be getting one because we're going to need it for defense purposes. The good thing about Lord buildings is they are a unit, which means they can actually tank damage, which is nice. It's actually a bonus. Whereas, like, your towers won't always tank the damage. Sometimes they'll run and attack your units, and then your units will take damage instead of the tower. And also the tower requires repairs if it takes damage, whereas the fort, you're more or less relying on the Lord. So it's like all slow goings here. We'll be able to get our I want him to finish so I can put him on gold here. Mart evolution is free. We can actually upgrade the Mart here if you want. Retail outlet. Now it does like boost your production for upgrading as well, but it also creates more of a specialization for the units. It's like a weird situation here. It's hard to explain compared to like what you would normally be seeing from the other clans. But like upgrading makes the building more specialized. It's like you can always gather food, but it's not specialized until you upgrade. Whereas with other clans, it's essentially the opposite. You immediately build the building and you get a, oh my god, why? They need to stop. Like, the foxes are just raiding my zones. Super annoying, honestly. I like how they attack this zone too, and then as soon as I built a lord, they attack the other zone. Anyway, we're gonna get our lord out, and then we will upgrade our zone and probably get some happiness going here, so we can start getting more people. I need to get over here and get this stone coming out, because we need to evolve our buildings ASAP to make them more efficient. We also need to get livability up. There's a whole bunch of stuff we need to do here. So we need to, taverns are nice because they increase livability in the zone as well, as make them produce happiness, so similar to the brewer. Each of these can be upgraded and evolved into different buildings as well. I will show you guys as soon as I get the ability to do so. I need to get Hildy out, so we have a lord here to help me push and defend areas. That should really be 20% the circle of stones. Alright, we should be fine sacrificing one more person from food. We will put you on food. Just a little bit more money, a little quicker here. Now I like how it's like you get more crowns. It's like, that's great, but I need. You'll go here for now. I need you to defend these guys. Alright, now we're all about happiness. That's where we're at here. We can actually build happiness here. I don't think building food here really does anything. No. I'll show you kind of how happiness works once we have this building up. So it's going to increase the livability, which increases this to a 5. Which is nice because it gives us more workers. Unfortunately, we're going to have to immediately use a slot to make our people happy. That's kind of important here. But each upgrade provides like a livability around it, so it's really good if you have open terrain to upgrade to that. So you have the bar room, which is assigned to improve happiness, increases livability in the zone. And then you have the, excuse me, whew, it's about to, had to sneeze. You had the hostility, which increases livability in all adjacent zones. So generally, I like this one better because it increases livability overall by more, but it's not always the best option. So it depends on your situation that you're in. We are going to throw you over there because we need happiness. There's quite a few ways to increase livability as well. You have the lore, which is actually really nice here. So you get more livability. There's something else that I believe increases livability too, and I can't think of what it is right now. We'll probably end up building a hostelry here because it will upgrade all the zones around it with the +1, which will make things a little bit nicer for us. We need a worker. Perfect. My lord is being attacked, which is why we put him there. Everybody back to making me money. Red is expanding right into me, which is fine. Oh, we have a wall in between us. I didn't even notice that. That's a weird wall spawn there. Alright, let's upgrade this. We're gonna upgrade this zone. Okay, upgrading the zone increases livability too. That's what it was. I was like, why I feel like I'm losing livability. So when you upgrade the zone as well, with the goal to increase livability as well by 1. Get our lumberjacks up and going here. We don't care about dwarves. Well, I'm glad that he fought the elf. Okay, that's great. Where are we attacking? Hopefully it's not the fields, that's all I gotta say. Always the peasant. It's always the worker, man. I'm probably gonna end up building a monastery here, simply because of the location. I don't have anything to build here right now. The one negative thing I do dislike about this faction is the fact that they require stone to really be optimal, in my opinion. Like, upgrading buildings and stuff is more important, I feel like, for this clan than any other clan. The kingdoms require more stone and stuff than the Viking clans do, in my opinion, to function properly. This is going to turn into a... Yeah, that'll increase everything around it, which is what we want to do. We're probably going to put one more lumberer here. Probably upgrade this. And then everyone else here will be happiness, pretty much. That's how we're going to do this. As soon as we get negotiations, we will most likely be buying stone as well. We do have stone here at the Fox Den we can take, which we're going to want to do simply because we want the stone. Not sure what's going on over here. It'd be nice if Red decides to take that. God, just Fox Dens galore, huh? That's all I have around me. Let me scout this way too, because that's where the computer will be. So, the nice thing about taverns too is even just dropping a standard tavern will increase your livability in the zone. So, even if you're not going to use the tavern to produce happiness, you can use it to essentially boost the zone's amount of workers, which can be used for, you know, like making food or whatever else you're trying to do. Winter is a bad time for us because we haven't upgraded our food sources yet. We're going to want to do that. It makes it a little bit easier. As you guys can see, the food, you know, by doing that, it made it a little bit nicer for us here. It would be the same for this, but unfortunately during the winter, this one is just horrible. I am going to put you on happiness, I think, although it's going to reduce our food. Honestly, I'd rather you on food. I'd rather you come here. We just use this building as a buffer for more food. You can produce just as much happiness here. And we just don't need it. Alrighty. Increases the max pop by 4. Capacity for each house is 2. Increases your warband by 2. We're going to probably go with happiness here. We're going to go for space, I think, to upgrade here. Also, you guys can see you don't have to actually upgrade your chapel to upgrade your other buildings, which that is a bonus as well, but it's also how good is the bonus that this provides, really. So. I do kind of want to get the livability here, probably first. Food consumption's okay as well, because it lasts all the time. Probably going to put you on happiness, because we're going to be okay for food. Those two will probably become soldiers once they're done. We'll take this zone, and then turn them back into workers. A whole lot of nothing going on here. Get some steel. Oh, we have stone here? I didn't even realize that. So we need to build a mine here first, actually. That would make more sense. Let's say stop making wood for a second and just come over here, get this done. Enough wood for the winter. I'm gonna buy some stone just because. Okay, this would be nice to actually get this building. If we build here, we're gonna be near them. I'll let him explore that first. Our guys are done. Send them over here. Yeah, we're gonna end up building another house here. Doing good so far. Doing good so far. And then we want to upgrade this. We'll have like 10 happiness right now. We should be okay with that for a minute. The last guy's gonna be a woodcutter, so. I think that's it. Upgrading houses improves livability as well, so it will increase the number of people we can have. Alright, I need more, I need to worry more about my money right now than anything else, I think. Now we do want to build another mart. Very limited space here. Okay, my Pathfinder finished what he was doing. Come over here and explore this ruin for me. Because I want to pull him off and turn him back into a worker. ASAP. This gives us more food. Because that's upgraded. We can also upgrade this, and this will improve our food as well. I'll just stack this one zone right here. We can also increase the building slots here. You two are probably both going to become money makers here. So essentially we just did the same thing that the Viking clans do, where you double stack your buildings and you get your gold. For anyone wondering what I was doing there. It does work. I don't think it used to work when they first came out. I remember I feel like they weren't able to benefit the same way. I do know that, like, people-wise, they have a harder time. As you guys can see, like, it takes additional buildings to actually increase the ability to get the amount of merchants. Because we're at 5 right now, where normally we'd be at 6. Merchants, so we're actually a little short on the money portion of it. We're actually going to need another taverner. The happiness is decreasing very quickly. Alright. We will go with weaponsmith. I like both these, but we're going to go with consumption first, just because consumption's a base helpful thing here. You can become a taverner. That's our 8 out of 8 here. Perfect. More than enough wood. That increases livability as well. Increasing the zone gives you a +1. I don't think it actually says it on the tooltip. Yeah, it doesn't say it anywhere that it actually increases your livability, but it does. The house will also increase livability here. So it's worth getting. That gives us more money here. So far, we're pretty stable. Money everywhere and food are all solid. You can get more food here. This zone's actually probably kind of worth putting these guys over here instead for now. If we upgrade, we increase livability again. I'd rather have you on money. Everybody just circle this building. I do need to get a healer here. Up and going. You can go over here. Better for you to produce food over here, I think. Alright, I think everything is upgraded and good to go. Yep. Deer stalkers. We could actually upgrade this too as well and then get another deer stalker if you wanted. This pretty much is maximally upgraded. We could add a house. Or we could add a tavern. Technically a tavern adds more livability than a house does, but since they start healing everybody. How are we doing on the stone? They're almost out of it. I think everything's pretty much upgraded though. I mean, the only thing I'm really going to do here would be potentially upgrade this to increase the livability by 1. I don't know if that's necessary though. Actually, I don't even want to do that. I'm going to build a sentry camp here instead. I wouldn't mind making a fort either, just for the fact that right now we have the fox burrows here. They're most likely going to raid us. You two can go here. I think we're good here. That can go away. This can get upgraded. Say if we get attacked right now, it's going to be from the foxes. Now, the cool thing about the sentry camps is you can upgrade them into a champion, which is essentially your warriors, Phantasians, which is your defenders in a sense, and then you have archeries camps for your range, which is like your axe throwers. I actually like the archers better, though, than the axe thrower. I'm a big fan of ranged, and I do actually prefer the archery camp. So one thing I will say about the kingdom is I do like the archery camp. We will upgrade that. So now we can make archers, which we will be doing shortly. Get a lord up here. We actually should probably take this zone and just build a lord here, because the enemy encampments is coming this way towards us, so defending these zones is going to be the highest priority comparatively. Get our lord out. We have a ton of food here now, or tons of livability here. Prosperity makes your workers more efficient by 15%, increases population growth by 7.5%. Nice. We need one more here to get the livability up, so let's build another house. As I said, we can always build a tavern as well to do it, but we're not going to. Alright, I need to probably put another person on healing. I knew they were gonna attack me. I had a feeling. Lord, you can stay right there. You're going to head over here. We are going to take this zone, pretty much. You can become a gold maker. Now we have prosperity in this zone as well, which is nice, because that actually just gives us additional boost here. You two probably would be actually better off right now being deer stalkers. And we're going to make 2 archers. I don't have prosperity in this zone, do I? I do, actually. Did not realize that. Alright, there we go. As soon as this clears, we're going to take this zone. We're probably going to then take the geyser as well. Start building defenses and stuff that way. We probably should... Lovely. Rats have spread disease. 9 of your members are sick. Well, that's fantastic. It's also lovely because so, again, this is like a negative thing for this clan. Normally I would not build houses around food and stuff simply for this. It's a lot harder with this clan to avoid building houses to get your livability up in areas, which means you're going to probably want to build houses, which then the rats infect all your people in the territories around you. So we're actually going to move this one peasant, or subject I should say, to become a monk for right now, just to help heal temporarily here. It's going to take us a second to recover so we can actually attack. Not a big fan of the rat sickness plague when you're playing as Kingdom. I think it's more of a detriment than it is to the Vikings. And I would actually argue it's one of the more difficult things to deal with as the Norse as well. I think the harsh winters and the rat plague are probably two of the hardest to deal with. The Kraken is probably one of the easiest because you can generally avoid making ships unless you're going trade victory. And even then, you only need the one, which we're gonna go with feeling safe. I actually want the happiness right now. Oh, it's so slow. I don't even care about upgrading houses at this point. Everything is pretty much... throw you on there, I guess. Could make you food, but I feel like the happiness is more important right now. Here we can make food as well. Upgrade that. I'm actually going to make the brewer as well. I don't want to... I actually feel like this is probably a better building than the house right now. I don't want more food. Population is actually going to be detrimental to me eventually. Where is the bear? Here he is. So archers have pretty good range as well. That's why I like them compared to the axe thrower. I believe they're slightly higher range. This should increase me to a 5. And then it goes up to a 6. And then I'll need one house. Probably, unfortunately. Oh. Our buddy expanded here. He bought up the animals instead of killing them and then taking it. That's unfortunate. I was not expecting that. So that's 7. Then we go to... Alright, well, we're gonna attack because he's starting to build defenses here and stuff. I don't want that. He will come defend, though, for sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, he has a bigger military than me. It's probably my best interest to... build up my army here, because we're going to need to fight. We need to fight. You gotta stand behind her, just in case. Right now we should be okay. He only has 5 troops. As soon as we build this, we get a lord here to defend, then we know we are going to win. Any defense anyways, we will be victorious. Here we go, get the lord out, send him over here. You guys start building that together. So our food's maxed out. Over there, we have enough wood, we have enough happiness. We're probably going to be looking at probably just military right now. Just making more military units. I can't remember who's better, if it's the Fantasians or the Champions. I know they're both pretty solid, though. Let's take him out before he gets his tower up here. Free livability is great. Aim at the ones without shields. These guys are splitting damage, which is fine. Alright, win. Victory for us. I do want to heal these two. We'll just leave the archer there for now. And another archer. There we go. Oh, he actually sent a bigger offensive than I thought he would. Good. We do want the geyser for the happiness. Yeah, you guys can go make food for us. Sounds like a solid plan here. All that hard work, you just need to be healed again. Perfect. My God. We're actually gonna lose the fight here. How is he... That's crazy. He was able to, like, reman his troops like that. That was very interesting, actually, that he was able to do that, because he should have been pretty weak. Honestly. Get the wood from that. We're going to build a fort. That was weird. Very strange. Lords can't leave their territory, by the way. That's probably a good little tidbit to know. Like, this lord from here can't come over here. You guys are going to become military units. Where's my various coming? All but one. Doesn't matter for the, now we can have super trade routes for when this pops. One archer and one Fantasian. Alrighty, we'll take fur coats here. We do need to get a relic. Build it here. little less wood consumption, a little more happiness because of this. I am going to take his swamp, even though I don't want it, just to force him to fight me. Micromanage our archers on the non-shielded targets. Alright, shoot whoever you want to now. Fury. When landing a hit, this unit has a chance to hurt additional nearby. When taking a hit, the unit has a chance to deflect. This increases all. These are all your warband increases, by the way. And when taking a hit, the unit has a chance to increase its own defense and that of a close ally. And then obstruction. When landing a hit, this unit has a chance to slow its target for 3 seconds. Obstruction's pretty nice. Slowing enemies is nice. Hurting additional enemies is nice as well, obviously. Pretty much all of these are really good to just take. I didn't realize the Draugr was attacking me. Did I ever get a Lord? I don't think I did. I think I built the tower and then never made the Lord there. Oops. Yeah, become monks. I could actually, wouldn't mind. Make a paladin. Bring our paladin over so you guys can see what a paladin looks like. So for example, a Fantasian is a 6.5 60 versus a 10 8 60. So pretty nice. They do have projectile resistance to the Fantasians, which the Paladin does not have. He's more of a slashing sword master here. Bringing the words of God to their rightful place in your face. Alright, so we're gonna start exploring the territory here so I can attack yellow. So we can end this. But this is pretty much the Kingdom clans. I mean, they're a little bit more complex in the sense of you're building up each zone and you're trying to get livability to at least 8 so you can get prosperity. Obviously having more doesn't hurt you, it just increases the I don't know why I didn't do this. I don't think I could beat him if I wanted to. I totally wasn't paying attention. I could have beat them easily if I had started sooner. Anywho, I got distracted there. But biggest thing to take away from this video is the livability in zones is super important with this clan, or with this kingdom. You want to have livability at least 8, if not higher, so that you can maximize your production in your zones. As I said, I do like... I have like a mixed thing. I like the archers here, but how the kingdoms work in general is just very strange to me. Again, we're playing a game that's based on the... Oh, they're running away. Come on, man. That was like the worst time for that to happen. I'm also not sure why yellow was going to there. They're gonna definitely come back and fight me here. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way they're going to not engage my military. I think they were actually planning on attacking my ally, and then they decided that was a bad idea. Pretty much over for them, though. We explore here, and then they're done. We'll heal up real quick. Yellow has the most units I've ever seen to be swapped into military units and not have a problem. Prosperity. I will be taking this territory, by the way. I'm gonna wipe out your forces here. Now that I'm becoming annoyed. In particular. Healing is so slow. That would be nice if I had a... This would be nice if it was just a regen that you just got across the map. It wasn't just near your military buildings. Alright, let's take these guys out. I'm super annoyed with the fact that they're able to just send a massive number of troops to just keep turning into military units. And somehow have a functioning economy. Cheating, that's why. Cheating computer, man. There we go. Well, they're definitely done now. I don't think they're going to be sending anything else to attack me. Hasn't even mined his stone. It's just starting to build to mine. We will actually just take this zone to have a forward assault. Destroy, destroy, destroy. You guys all might as well do food. Alright, 7 out of 9. Perfect. Everybody's healed. Let's go over here and just start. Alright, we do want to get our archers not grouped up. He does an AoE. There he goes. That AoE, speaking of which. Alright, perfect. Gone. And that's game. He's gonna send a warrior over here. It's too late though. I think he's trying to make axe throwers, but he's not gonna make it across the map to do so. I think he has one villager left. Yeah, he's pretty much has no people left. clan gone? And that is your Kingdom clan. This also increases production, by the way, the smithy. So building this in a zone can help overall production. They have a lot going on, the Kingdom clan. I'm not a big fan of them. They play so differently than the Norse clans. I've never really cared for them. The Stoat I find much more enjoyable because they are a economy and defensive kind of focus clan with building lords to upgrade the zones. So essentially forts act as an additional building to upgrade your zone by putting a lord there that can like tariff the clans, or you can just build like more offensive ones, but I tend to build more economically when I play the Stoat clan. I think it's very thematic and I find it a lot more enjoyable than the Lion clan. That being said, that's the clan. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're getting the turtle soon. I'm excited to see them. They're more of the Viking Norse clan outline, so I'm excited to see how they play. Alright, later guys.